Good afternoon, all. I'm Mohammad Rafi from University of Ladakh. Is presenting my today's paper on tourism development in South Asia, problem and prospects. Tourism development in South Asia. First of all, I just present the brief view of the study area. The South Asian nations. The South Asian nations include of eight nations: the nation of Afghanistan, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. These countries have a long history of civilization, many important structures to attract a wealthy tradition and a unique identity, especially the variety of flora and fauna, heritage site, the hospitality, and the warm climate. The Great Himalaya, the Mount Everest, K2, and many other important trekking routes are also located in this region. The mangrove forest, coral reef beaches, the spices garden, the Sundarban are also located in this region. Uh, the most important ancient structure like the Taj Mahal, Ajanta, Ellora, Thimphu temples, monasteries, and mosques becomes the symbol of elegant South Asia. The western coastal beaches of India, the Maldives, and the mountains of Bhutan establish a reputation of honeymoon destination in the world. The structure of social and economic pattern is quite similar in this region. Home to one-fifth of global population with only 3.31 percentage of land mass. The region is mostly densely populated region of the world. Despite the growth in primary and manufacturing sector, the economic base of the region is weak. In order to make better use of competitiveness and the complementaries and region cooperation and integration between the countries of South Asia, the liberalization and globalization has been during the world economy of the world breaking the national barrier and making the whole world's economy available under a single roof, called the South Asian region and natural economic zone, and also called the countries of the region as regional states. Significant development has been made in the area of trade and economy, made international tourism available. There is a trend to work toward the development of tourism in the region and to facilitate the regional tourism. Cross-border marketing can also be promoted by the regional corporations. If we'll see specifically country-wise by the year 2018, which was the normal year, we have found that India in 2018 has an intake of 1 crore 74 lakh 23,000 tourists, whereas Sri Lanka 23 lakh 34,000, Maldives in 2018 it accounts for 14 lakh 84,000, Nepal in 2018 1 lakh 17,000 17,300. Bangladesh is if we'll see 10 lakh 26,000 tourists. Pakistan is 9 lakh 66,000. Bhutan is 2 lakh 74,000, and the data for Afghanistan is not available. The tourism industry has been showing up trend since 1950s. World Tourism Organization said that the tourism industry in South Asia has been showing upward trend. In the contemporary world, tourism became the most important economic and social phenomenon. Worldwide, the number of international tourist arrival has been increased. In 1950, the arrival of international tourists were 25 million to 808 million in 2005. So there's the variation. In 1950, 25 million tourists was the intake of South Asia. But if we'll see the data of 2005 by World Economic Forum, it shows that 808 million tourists were the intake. In South nation, tourism became the area of cooperative interest. A promotional scheme to tourism was organized in South Asia, initiated in 1986, and the member countries agreed to initiate to come together and promote tourism, and also agreed to adopt a travel voucher system to promote tourism with the South nations. In early 90s, a massive initiative was taken by SAARC nations to promote tourism as an integrated program of action and has been taken where 12 areas of cooperation, which are education, agriculture, health and population, and largely transport, science, technology, meteorology, environment, communication, rural development, prevention of drug trafficking, women development, and tourism were identified by SAARC countries. A committee was set up to promote tourism. In October of the same year, the first meeting was held in Colombo, in which the member agreed upon a trading program, market investment, information exchange, and inter-regional tourism council was formed. The committee met on consensus point like a better use of websites and participation of private players, private sectors. The SAARC summit in 2005 held in Islamabad, Pakistan, and declared the year 2005 as the South Asian Tourism Year. If we'll go to the data by these countries, we will see international tourism arrival at the same time international tourism inbound receipt. Inbound receipt, we will see Bangladesh receives 336.8 US dollars in millions, as well as Nepal 629.7 million US dollars. India receives 27,355 million US dollars, and at the same time Pakistan receives 351.6 dollars US million US dollars. Sri Lanka receives 3,924 million US dollars. Average receipt per arrival, which is 405 in Bangladesh, if we see as an individually. Nepal receives 486 US dollars. This India receives 451.5 US dollars, and the case goes on. Travel and tourism industry GDP percentage. If we'll see the percentage of GDP contribution of GDP in Bangladesh, 5937 US dollars contributed in millions. In Nepal, we will see 1017 million dollars input of tourism. In India, 96,427 million US dollars. Same as Pakistan, 8,000 million dollars, and in Sri Lanka, we'll see 5,102 million dollars. Travel tourism share of this travel tourism industry employment. If we'll see employment generation of this travel in South Asia, it shows to 1180500, and the case goes on. There's no point of showing this data. Like SAARC, South Asian Regional Corporation, CISEC, and Bay of Bengal Initiative of Multi-Sectorial and Economic Corporation, BIMSTEC, has also initiated to promote tourism with the help of Asian Development Bank, developed a brief TDP, Travel Development Program. The main goal of TDP are to link the five South Asian nations to promote ecotourism in the region to reduce poverty with the help of tourism and to facilitate private sector investment in the region. So there's no point of saying this. We have less time, so I'll just go to the problems. Problems in the South Asian countries. Problems. Many countries issues advisory to citizens to take extra precautions while traveling to these countries. Where in these countries, because of security and safety, is one of the major concerns while promoting tourism in South Asian countries. Brunel in 2000 found that image is the prime and important factor to travelers' choice of destination. The South Asia is considered to be the dangerous and difficult to travel for several reasons, like safety and security, travel procedures, comfort, inadequate communication, stages of procedural paperwork to travel, border issues, currency, visa requirement, and internal instability, political instability within the country, due to which the South Asian countries perform poorly in competitive index of World Economic Forum 2019. There's also a great potential. There's also great potential in this region. If we'll talk about the positive side, there's a great potential in these countries. Some positive sign like price competitiveness index, in which most of the countries in South Asia are in better position. Like India ranked 13th, Nepal 15, and Pakistan 37th. Cultural and natural resources are abundant in this region. India ranks 8th in cultural resources and 14th in natural resources. This indicates a potential in development of tourism industry if some factors like security, safety, and travel procedures are improved. So I would conclude to this by saying that the prime concern for tourists are safety in South Asia, as well as we have to identify, the study has identified that simplifying visa procedure could attract more tourists. In most of South Asian countries, travel procedure is very complicated. So we have to make that travel procedure a little easy. They are difficult and restrictive for both international and international visitors. Except Nepal, Maldives, and Sri Lanka, none of these countries in South Asia give a tourist on arrival visa. We have to promote that. Unlike the European Schengen visa, which facilitate interregional travel, the South Asian countries have to promote the interregional travel visa, like the Schengen European visa. Land travel is very costly. Cross-border land travel is not possible in many countries, like India and Pakistan, like many other countries. Land travel is not possible. We have to flexible that. There are some limited facilities at the cross-border points, such as reservation transport facilities, resting facilities, ABD. The requirement of this kind of special permits to enter into certain region like Ladakh, Sikkim, Manipur, Kashmir, Assam in India. This should be make a special permit should be made to travel tourists in this region. In addition to countries, entry visa and additional permission is needed at the lengthy process of such permit also created big hindrance. The evidence is that the inflow of tourists increases where documentation and administrative procedure are streamlined and wider population are allowed to destination. Thank you.